Hello, good morning, or good afternoon, happy Saturday if you're in the States, happy Sunday if you are here in the land of Oz or anywhere even nearby. So here we are in Perth. I'm just going to walk up to this thing. Got in really late last night. It's killing me. Perth, you're killing me. It was like 2 a.m. Hey, Sandy. 2 a.m. Sydney time that we got in, or 1 a.m. Sydney time, and I fussed around. So let me just show you where I'm walking today. So, like, I'm staying up over the back over there. So, it's beautiful walk, beautiful parks. I think this is the river. We've got people rowing. I'm like really hoping that those clouds look a little bit heavy. I hope it stays away. So what I wanted to talk with you about is a couple of things that have happened. I'm in Perth, right? So it's another 3 hours behind. So what time is it now? It's at 8 minutes to 7 a.m. as opposed to being 8 minutes to 10 a.m. in Sydney. So, yes, welcome to the show. So what I want to talk to you about is a couple of things that's happened over the last 24 hours. So I was on a flight last night, and actually, perhaps a little TMI, but we'll roll with it, right? I've been upgraded to business class. I have a lot of points from traveling around the place, and I don't often pay for business class tickets, but I thought, and I don't usually upgrade when it's domestic flight, but I was like, oh my God, like Perth is a really long way. Like I need to fly business for that shit. So I applied for an upgrade and it came through. It was really great. And so I might just stay here so that we're not getting all the wind. And it was really kind of interesting, right? Because I can probably just like squat here. There we go. Look at that nice little organic tree background. Isn't that beautiful? I might even just sit down, actually. Sit down on the bark. Oh, that's better. Okay. Hey, Amanda. Welcome to Sunday. So, what I was thinking. So, like, I needed to go to the bathroom, and this is the TMI bit. So, I've gotten up, and it's really cute. Like, in the business class cabin, you've got our own little toilet, and all the other people aren't allowed to go to it. So, it's kind of interesting watching the Qantas staff have to like have those conversations. So no, sorry, like you have to go back to the other one. But that's not the funny thing. When I started chatting to, as I came out of the bathroom, I was talking to one of the flight attendants, and he was asking me like, are you going home? And just really lovely chatty. And we found out that he originally, like, he lived in Mildura for a bunch of years. He just lived around the corner from me. There was all these other common links, and we started talking about mindset, which was really kind of cool, and about how, he really loves his job. He's been doing it for 25 years, and, he just loves it, and he loves the mindset aspect of everything else. And so I thought, that's really freaking cool, man. Really great conversation. Sydney time. Hey, Jones. Sydney time, I think it was like, by this point, it's about midnight, and I'm just really, like, I'm an early bird these days. So I was trying to really stay awake to make sure that, I could kind of acclimate to WA time. And so, so we were chatting, and anyway, I got back to the seat. So, but I was reflecting as I sat back down, what a really lovely conversation. And it's interesting when, when these flight attendants feel like they have time, particularly given that Perth is a much longer, it's a much longer domestic leg. I think about 4.5, nearly 5 hours to get from Sydney to Perth. Like when they feel like they've got the time and space for conversation, they can often create a really exceptional experience, right? And then I've landed here, and the cab driver was really lovely. I get a bit stressed about trying to work out where the Uber pickup place is. So I'm like, fuck it, there's a cab right there. I'm just going to get in the cab. I'm a secret scaredy cat, you guys. It's really funny. For all my bravery, I'm a secret scaredy cat. So then I've gotten to the hotel. So we're staying at Fraser Suites here in Perth. And I've got there, and the girl was really great, let me in because the doors were locked. She let me in and, organised the room. And I just said, look, I'm having people come here for the next couple of days. I really need a whiteboard. Is that something that you can help me out with? And she's like, oh, I don't know, but hey, I'll see what I can find out. Within the space of less than an hour, I had the whiteboard in my room. The coffee machine that is normally in a Fraser Suite suite wasn't in there. So she'd organised to have that brought up as well. She's organised for like a bunch of extra things. No, like not extra things, but like just things that, you know, kind of like, we'll call it extra things. Yep. But it made me think, I guess, about the experience of that. It was, she bent over backwards. She was up and down to my room like 4 times. She'd taken photos of these different whiteboards to make sure the one that she was bringing me was going to be okay. And this, that, and the other. She really created for me a very, very late at night, because by this time it's like 2 a.m. like my local time. So 11 p.m., even like 11 p.m. like local time here is like, it's kind of, I think it's kind of late. I know that's their job, but she was pleasant and lovely and bubbly and really solution focused. So she created an exceptional experience. So I suppose like what I've been thinking about, and I've been talking about this in different ways, actually since probably 2012, 2013, about the kinds of experience that we like to create for our people. So in these events, I've organised lunch. You know, we've had lunch, we've had working lunches, we've had lunch brought to the room. It's been really lovely. Unless we're in the Gold Coast, and they put it on. So, you know, that's really great. That the experience that I want to create, so that you can have an idea about how you can do this for your people, the kind of experience that I want to create for you guys is like it's like it's a show, right? But like real, you know, I'm not pretending to be somebody else. It's not like a theatre production where, you know, I'm learn lines or anything. But I want you to have this experience where you're like, oh my God, mind blown, you know, from the outfit to the stories, to the way we interact, to the way we jam, to the way that you're taken care of when you're in the room. And that kind of thing, you know, to me, it's not just, and particularly it's even better, I love it when it's not taken for granted, right? You know, when people are just like, oh my God, like that was just amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I was like, yeah, of course, you know, it's why we're here. It's what we do. So I think the thing that I want to be thinking about, and I want you to be thinking about, is how can you create an exceptional experience for your people, be it through, we were talking the other day about funnels, one of the beach, I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, wasn't yesterday, must have been the day before or the day before that. We were talking about creating an exceptional experience, right, from opt-in through to emails, whether it's your branding colours, the stories that you tell, the way that you dress the room, the way that you set up the room, the way that you have the smells, right? So think about the visual ways that you can create an amazing experience. What are the auditory ways that you can create a great experience? We always use music. You know, that won't be any surprise, but we always use music. How can you make people, you know, feel? How are you going to like create that luxness, that sense of really like, oh, I feel really special? And then what about I'm thinking like back on like the olfactory. So like the taste, how can you create really great taste? And then smells and then tastes. So smells and tastes. If you can tick all of those, people won't always know. Like for me, it's not strategic. It's just part of what I do, right? But if people can have all of those senses ticked and have it being like a next level, hey Joe, almost have it being like a next level memory and next level experience, then I think that's really cool. It's part of the reason why, I mean, number one, I love like the sequins and the jackets and the badass shoes and, you know, really kind of like amping that up, which is totally over the top for this style of event. And I'm just like, I fucking love it, you know, totally owning it. It's just what we're doing. So for me, like the outfits are part of that experience that I really want to create for you. So how can you do this for your people? How can you do this for your audience? It'll help you be remembered. It'll help you to stand out. Yes, the shoes, Jones, exactly, right? I mean, even in I'm walking, like I've got my gold, like my rose gold. Don't look at my legs, I haven't shaved them yet. Just saying. Like I've got my rose gold Nikes on. Like shoes are critically important. Just, you know, just saying, like that's going to be a really good part of. That's going to be a really big part of the experience. You know, so how can you? And everybody will do it in a different way. You know, it might be about creating like little meditation pods, or if you're a little bit more chilled out, it might be having nice rugs on the floor if you're running an event so that they can sit on the floor rather than sitting in chairs. Depending on your vibe, depending on what you stand for, depending on what you're all about. Just make it really work for you, because that's the stuff that people remember. Remember, there's that great saying that people remember how you made them feel, right? Not just what you did. So take that into your marketing, your funnels, your ads, your posts, your live streams, your events, your coaching, everything. How can you make it really easy for people just to fucking fall in love with you? Because that's really what we're selling, right? We're selling us. So not in a stand on the corner with a red light kind of way, but ultimately we are, like, we're selling us. We're selling our experience. We're selling our knowledge. We're selling our connection. We're selling our ability to help and move people forward. So work it, baby, like you own it. All right. So I'm going to leave you with my song of the day, which is, oh crap, I can't even think of her name. That's really funny. It's I do my hair, toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feel? Feel good as hell. That's the song for today. All right, so we're going to amp it up. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun. Happy Sunday, whatever it is that you're doing, or happy Saturday, whatever it is that you're doing around in the world. Really excited to chat with you today. I can't wait to welcome my Perth people into the room and create all of the fun, because it's going to be fantastic and awesome and, of course, amazing. So get out there, go help some people, or rest up today, depending on what it is that you're doing, and be amazing. And remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesomeness. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye. Love you.